Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily, and if you're not new here and you've seen a few of my videos, you may or may not know that I am getting married in Mexico March of 2024. That being said, we are definitely trying to maintain under our budget, and so I've been doing a lot of DIY projects to personalize our wedding but also save a little money. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 2 DIYs that I am making for our welcome bags. The first DIY project that I want to share with you guys are these personalized hand sanitizer bottles. This was a difficult process, mainly to learn how to use the Cricut. I have a love-hate relationship with the Cricut, mainly because I don't do research and figure out how to do things. I just go into it blind and then get frustrated. So I would definitely search up a video on how to do this so you guys have a better idea. I'll try to explain it to the best of my abilities. Basically, I used printable vinyl paper, which I will have linked down below. I printed out the labels, then I put on a laminate on top. Of course, it being hand sanitizer, I wanted to put the laminate paper on top so that it didn't make the ink run or run into problems like that. So that is the reason I use laminate on top. Once I actually got it print from the Cricut, it was a very simple process. I just removed the original stickers from the hand sanitizer bottles and replaced it with our personalized stickers. And it was a pretty easygoing process. I just threw on a few YouTube videos and got it done in one sitting.
Te conozco, pero ya muero por hablarte. No, no, no. En algún lugar te vi.
Now we're going to move on to the second DIY project that we put in our goodie bags. These are little key card holders for your room. If you guys have never been to a resort before, they give you a key card to get into your room, and I don't know the science behind it, but you basically just put it against your door, it reads it, and it opens. The problem with those is that when you put them near a phone or any electronic, it deactivates for some reason. Again, don't know the science behind it, and then you have to go to the front desk and get it fixed, and it's a constant issue and is very annoying. I ran into this issue a lot when we went to our resort in Dominican Republic last summer. Side note, go watch my video at Majestic Elegance in Punta Cana. It's very fun. But anyways, the biggest issue, especially when you go to the pool, you don't really have pockets in your bathing suit, so you throw it in your beach bag, it gets close to your phone, and then it's, you know, your day's ruined because you have to go fight with the people in the front desk and they give you a lecture about not putting it close to your phone. That being said, I saw these little key card holders on Pinterest, and I will post a picture on the screen now, and it just inspired me. I thought it was such a smart idea, and so I like to do things my own. We are balling on a budget here, so I went on Canva and I made my own version of the Pinterest card holders. That was pretty easy going. Trying to get it to work on the Cricut was a lot easier this time around because I learned from my first experience doing the hand sanitizer stickers. But what I basically did is that I printed one just to get an idea, because what I was struggling with the most with the Cricut was trying to get the sizing of the card correct, and it took a lot of trial and error to actually get the right size. But what I started doing was printing one at a time until I got the correct size, which is kind of what you see here. That first image that I had was too big and it didn't fit into the card holder, so I printed another one, Once I got the perfect size, then I started to print multiples at a time. Another problem I ran into was laminating the cards. So originally what I did, I tried doing it the same as I did the hand sanitizer, where I put the lamination on top, but the difference was that I used cardstock for these cards instead of the sticky vinyl paper. And so to avoid the ink running, I had to make sure that it was laminated on both sides, just in case water ever got in there. And so I kind of figured out after a little trial and error how I did that, which you guys will see later in the video.
Hola bonita, ella know where we can go, mamacita, and we can keep it on the low, oh, and we can keep it on the low, oh. Hola bonita, ella know where we can go, mamacita, and we can keep it on the low, oh, and we can keep it on the low, oh. Pop, calling me Pop, baby be blowing up my line. She know she got me, saying I'm guapo all the time. She know I'm cocky, she know she stay up on my mind. Give me that sloppy. Oh, it's over, no it's over. When she drop it to the ground, bend it over. She got that drink, she got the loud, she got that soda. We hit that mo when I'm in town, sipping Coronas. Hola bonita, ella know where we can go, mamacita, and we can keep it on the low, oh, and we can keep it on the low.
As I mentioned earlier, I ran into the problem with wanting to have both sides of the cards laminated, and also when I put the lamination on top, because the cardstock was so thick, the Cricut wasn't cutting through both the lamination and the cardstock. So what I chose to do to resolve this problem was to cut just the cardstock, and then after apply each card onto a piece of lamination paper and then another lamination paper on top and cut it out that way really close around the edge. This process did take a little bit longer, but I think it was totally worth it. It looked nicer, and it also ensures that there won't be any accidents in Mexico. I wanted to point out one mistake that I kept making when I first tried to do these DIY projects. This might be really obvious to expert Cricut users, but it took me a while to figure it out. Granted, like I said, I could have just looked up a video. So for those of you watching and looking to do these projects, when you are going to print out your design, you want to make sure that you are printing through the Cricut app. What I kept trying to do was print regularly through my printer and then trying to get my Cricut to cut it, which looking back doesn't really make sense, because how does the machine know where to cut? When you print from the Cricut app, it prints out black lines around the image you are trying to print, and that is what guides the machine so that it knows where to cut. And that's what I didn't realize. The whole time I was trying to do measurements and make it fit into certain squares on the grid so that I can get the perfect cut, and that is just not how it works. The best way to do it is to print from the Cricut app and then cut. If you guys want a more in-detailed video of how I use the Cricut to make these card holders, please let me know. I will definitely show you specifically what I did on the Cricut app to print them and to cut them, since I didn't really show it that much in this video. Once I cut around all of the cards and the lamination, I went with my corner cutter and just rounded the corners to make it look much cleaner and give it that crisp look. This was a frustrating task just because the lamination paper was so thin and sometimes it wouldn't cut and it would bend, and so a lot of cards got ruined. Others I had to use scissors to fix it up because it was just difficult. That being said, this process does take a very long time, and I think I got about 22 cards done, and I still have a lot more to go that I'll show in a different video. The final part of this DIY was to put the cards into the card holders. I will make sure to link below the plastic card holders I got off Amazon in bulk. After this, I did not show it, but all I did was attach the wristband to the card holders. I will show a picture of the wristband attached to the card holder all together so you can see the final product on the screen. I will also attach the wrist holders down below in case you guys are interested. That wraps up our wedding DIY hand sanitizer and card holders. I'm so excited for future DIY projects that I will be putting in our welcome bags. If you guys want to see how I make those, make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!